Good evening, Bios Baptist Church. I am currently making a recording for the analytics this month. Yes, we are doing analytic meeting. So every month on third Sunday, we are going to review how we did. And I want to start with a few basic things. This is the recording, or if you are not able to make it to the actual meeting. So we will use this recording for training purposes. This recording is not to be used as a public classroom. This recording is not to be used or reproduced in any manner whatsoever thereof. Doing so can result in some minor disciplinary action, which you may not favor. So, this analytics meeting is going to be a little bit more than about analytics. We are going to reorganize our tracks, and then we are going to also address where our views are coming from and what we need to do to drag in more views into our programs as well as more subscribers. Feel free to add your input into the public chat in the bottom if you so happen to be a subscriber watching this later down the road. Your advice will be sent up to the administrative department and we will address it at the next board meeting. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about views since last meeting. So we have spiked a lot in the past 28 days. This chart that we have here at this current day and point only shows the past 28 days. And we really have a lot more good times than we do low times. So on day one, we have 55. On day two, we have 35. On day three, we have 35. On day two, we have 35. On day three, we have 4, we have 30. On day 5, we have 52. On day 6, we have 26. On day 7, we only had 1. On day 8, we had 4. On day 9, we had 4. On day 10, we had 0. On day 11, we had 30. On day 12, we had 2. On day 13, we had 0. On day 14, we had 2. On day 15, we had 23. On day 16, we had 4. On day 17, we had 0. On day 18, we had 2. On day 19, we had 0. On day 20, we had 0. On day 21, we have 8. On day 22, we have 48. On day 23, we have 12. On day 24, we have 30. On day 25, we had 49. On day 26, we had 54. And then we slowly sloped back down again. On day 27, we had 44. And on day 28, we had 15. So we do go up and down, up and down, up and down. We're not very steady, but I could see that our highest peak was day 26. 54. I mean, on day one, sorry about that. 55, and then day 26 with day 4 with 54. So we've had a substantial amount of views during this period. And like I said, we've had more views. In order to count as a substantially good day, we've had to have approximately 15 or more views. That's the base. But see that it's Thanksgiving season, I am raising the threshold to about 22. So we need to have 22 or more views in order for it to be a green day. A yellow day is 17 views. A red day is anything below 17. So what can we do to achieve this? There's always work that needs to be done to achieve this amount of views. What can we do to achieve this amount of views? We're going to take a look at this. So now let's go to our analytics. Bios Baptist Church Analytics. Could you guys hold on, please? I'm sorry about that. Okay, people. So let's go back. Shut this off because it's plenty warm in here. And we're going to take a look at a few basic things. Now, if I had, whoa, it rose 10 degrees in here. Now, in the last 28 days, according to YouTube, everything went up. Watch time is a diff. Oh, you can't see my screen. Yeah, we got 6 subscribers. We got 74 likes, 137 comments. Why so how so many comments? I'd like to read them all. This is the past 28 days. I know I didn't read that many comments. We got, they might be double counting. There's a glitch in the YouTube system. So instead of counting comments, it might meant to say 2 or 3 instead of add on that much. But I'm pretty sure I didn't get that many comments. 21 comments on one video, 12 from the United Kingdom. I'd like to go to my dashboard and read all of my comments. So well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Nope. Right. Right. It's not that many. Oh, you know what? They count comments that they put in the live streams. They put extra. Yeah, but nobody. That's the last picture of the therapy dog I have. The most recent, at least. I'm gonna go to that video because I don't have anything. 14 views, 1 comment. If there's a chat replay, then I should be able to. Wow, you know what? I don't know how I did it, but maybe I locked the comment box and I wasn't able to see the comments. I wasn't able to see the comments because I don't even remember I didn't get these comments. So yeah, and these are the elementary videos. So yeah. I didn't know they were in here. Right. Didn't know they were in here. I promise you. I never knew they were in here. So what else? What else surprise is there? 19. Well, I'm not surprised. Day of Salvation service. I don't remember getting comments on that. You see, what we need to do is make all videos interesting so that people go back and watch the old ones. Nobody was in there, so whatever they did was definitely okay. Who was it there that I never knew about? Somebody was in the comments. Yep. So telling you, you want me to tell you what comments we got in the last days? 99 on Bios Baptist Church classroom, Our Faith in God. 21 on pre-youth video. 10 on the first classroom we did. 3 on biblical understandings, which I don't even understand. I'm gonna have to look through these on my own time. Pre-youth and other regular services, Faith Without Fear, Day of Salvation service. Comments are rare. They're rare. So they're almost worshipped at Bios Baptist Church because they are rare. They're all from the United Kingdom. None of them are from the United States. So we know that we got some new subscribers, and they are pretty famous in the Bios Baptist Church community because England is a highly regarded country in the Bios Baptist Church community. One thing I do like is that the United Kingdom is rising to power here in Bios Baptist Church, and so is the female. So that's what I'm honoring here. We do have such diversity between channel pages, YouTube search suggested videos, and other. But most importantly, there's a bit of tug of war going on between the United States and the United Kingdom. There's a tug of war going on. The United States is winning, but the United Kingdom is pulling its weight. So definitely. And I say we should definitely start adjusting our videos to cater to the time zones of the United Kingdom because it seems like they are leaving more comments, doing more subscriptions. We're getting more positive feedback from them than any other country. 90%. Let's take a look at comments alone. We just want comments. And we're going to compare how much comments we get from the United Kingdom and any other country. This will help us to determine the time zone to set. Now, this is a major thing we're doing here. We might change everything, but this is going to go lifetime. And we want to see because if two people, if we want to make things available. So, over the course of history of Bios Baptist Church, we've gotten 446 comments. Of course, you have a little feet. You can't see it. You know, if you were to lay down, how you go, your body goes straight out, and then you have a feet that go up. But of course, you see that we have five servicing countries, which are the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, India, and Jamaica. Those are our currently our five servicing countries when it comes to well, they service us. We service the whole planet. But notice that basically, and we want to take a look at this. The United Kingdom is pulling its weight. It's making positive feedback. It's making positive changes to the church. So we need to be catering to that nation because notice how it's flatlined all the way and then it just skyrocket in the air. And then if we take a look, there's commercials, isn't there? A whole bunch. Excuse me, sorry. I burped. I really, 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 really want to do what's best for this church. I think the best thing is getting people in here that really cares about bios and that really is feeding back on what I'm teaching. That would be the UK. Now, the most responses I've ever gotten from the US would be on the youth video, What is Show? That's the most I've ever gotten a response. What is show when I taught that video in March? But it's not really as great as it's not really as great as it's not really as high or as sovereign as other nations. We just want to make sure that we are we just want to see BIOS is just I'm gonna change to a line graph, a colored line graph. And notice that you can see from a distance, and I'm just gonna go this year. Leave last year out of it. Just this year. This year, 2018. So notice that the India, I don't know why they put India up here, but there's nothing there. But notice that the UK is basically winning the race. So we want to take a look at views now. views. Let's go back out. Views. These are comments, likes. This. Oh yeah, let's take a pit stop at likes and dislikes. So notice that going from, I don't even have to go bind it very far. We don't have, and I'm gonna go down by dislikes. In the history of Bios Baptist Church, we've only, and we have at 920, we have 923 videos. We have likes on pretty much all of them. We only have 4 dislikes. We only have 4 dislikes. Those are videos where I ever tell the truth, or those are videos where, yeah, most of the time I am just telling the extreme truth, and then the dislike comes. Because one video has 19 likes and only 2 dislikes. And I think I edited one of them. But if I go by dislikes in the history of Bios Baptist, oh no, that's just this year. I forgot. I accidentally left it on this year. My bad. Because I'm like, there should have been a video last year that has 20 something dislikes. Why is it there? Here we are. Oh, yeah. Still not bad for the 923 videos we have. Dislikes don't even cover the page. And all of these are old Bios Baptist Church videos. These are all old Grouchy Baptist Church videos. All of them are old ones. And 90% of the time, you have either no likes or likes outnumbering the dislikes. Except for one time with Daniel 5 was on Inside Edition for Mental Abuse. That very first one, there's 37 dislikes to 8 likes. We very rarely review this, but it's important to learn the lessons of these misfirings. So let's total these up. So far we have 65 dislikes. So we don't even have nowhere near half as many dislikes as we do. You don't even have half as many near dislikes as we do. You don't even have half as many near dislikes as we would likes or even views or even videos or anything. Now, if we take a look at the percentile, we're slowly creeping up back to, ever since November got it, ever since the half last meeting, I don't know what's happening, but our likes skyrocketed. You see how we've been stuck in this little trench ever since last year. We've been stuck in a little trench. And then now we've skyrocketed and now we are back up to where we're supposed to be. Right before I believe the scandal. So we're back to where we were before the scandal. So you see this little trench we were in this whole time, never creeping up above anything. And then now, ever since, I don't know what date this is. Yes, October is ever since October, we've been up there the whole time, but we've been in a trench. And August is what put us down. The last time we were, matter of fact, the last time, as a matter of fact, the last time we had 17 likes in one day was never, was basically the last time we came close to that number was right before we hit the long term depression. We call it the long term depression, right before these 2 points right here. And we had it, we was, we got it good. We had it where it barely creep up and then it flatlined for a long time. Creep up, flatline, creep up, flatline, creep up, flatline. But we haven't flatlined in a long time. Probably because we put some more rigid laws in place. And it's most likely because we brought back God's book of life. So we came up and then we spike. I don't know, I think it was church anniversary. And then we have a big, nice little hub right here that we came down. And then now we went up and then we kind of stay up. Even Christmas, you can see, I can kind of predict right where Christmas is. No, we had, yeah, this probably, no, even Christmas. This is probably church anniversary because you can see how high this is. I don't know what this is. This is nothing, but usually it's higher at the end of the year. We didn't even get that lucky break. And then it was so bad last year. So you see how we had such a high. Last time we were this high. As a matter of fact, we were never in the history of Bios Baptist Church this high. Never. We've never read this score in the history of Bios Baptist Church. Even though we're probably just a few micro points over the what I would call 1 year depression. We were probably about pushed down for about a year. We were pushed down for about a year. I want to take a look at 10, 10, 18 today. Now you'll see the craziness that's going on. You'll see how high things get. It go down for one day, and then it come up and it go down and it go straight back up. It come down and it go straight back up. It's like a 12-year-old drew on it. And then you see beforehand how it was just flatlining. So I don't know what we did, but I'm not going to question it. I'm not questioning what God did. Now let's take a look at views finally. Views. Yeah, we're gonna do views. We did likes, we did comments. Now we're going to do our views. Now, we're gonna do lifetime just to see how we are now compared to where we've always been. Now you see, we're creeping right back up there. You see, Saturday or today's the 18th, Friday we got 230 views. 230 views. You see, we haven't gotten that many views since forever ago. Never, never, ever, ever. We have never gotten that many views in a long time. So you see, you can see it's not as gradient, but spikes. Things work in spikes. We have a big spike at the end of last year, about a year ago, when it comes to Thanksgiving, because you're always going to have that end of the year spike to make you think that everything's going good and then drop again. But then you had the depression, this year long depression. Right after August, we got things back up and it just dropped. And then right after November, things went back up and then it just dropped and it stayed there, barely came back up again. Until we brought back the God's Book of Life program. Once October came, that's when we start hitting higher amount of views. We were averaging very low. That's when you see our average start going up in the 20s, 30s, and 40s instead of zeros to teens and 16s. Next thing you know, we got 230 views on Friday. So you see that? They start registering again on the bottom. It wasn't registering before. Look what God did. God did that. Now we're going to take a look at watch time. Are people watching our videos more? Or just clicking on it? You see how high it was back then? And then we had some mild depression. So it never got back up to where it was before. But you see, instead of it being down in 28, you see how Friday went up to 2 hours. It's not in the minutes anymore. I'm in a meeting, I'm online, live streaming a meeting. So that was First Lady St. Clair. So what happens is we're having a lot more spikes since October started, which we will go a long time without. And then you'll see the slope. There's a slope. But watch time is really the least of our concerns. We just want to hit this threshold. I'm trying to get show growth, but it's not doing that for me. Okay, so that's really it. We do not have revenue. I can show you subscribers, how subscribers grew over the course of Bios Baptist Church. If we have never lost a subscriber, we would have had currently 75 subscribers. Right now we're at 58. So let's thank God for the 58 subscribers we do have. As of now, we have gained more than we have lost. So we do have a subscriber keeping ability. Now, what's happening is we are losing a lot of subscribers in past recent years. In the past few months, this year to be exact, we have lost so far. This look like two. 6 subscribers. We've gained a lot more, but you see, when we lose a subscriber, it's a concern. So, what can we do to keep people? We need to address this. And we need to start figuring out more convenient class times. Bios Baptist Church is also looking to see how we can be a little more convenient to our people. Let's take a look at our age range. Female went up. We have more females. As of right now, we have 18 to 24 years old. The most common age at BIOS is 55 to 64. So we need to have, but even though it's kind of hard to believe, I think there's a lot more kids at BIOS than I believe. I think we do need to overhaul our youth department. But I do think that yeah, 91%, according to these statistics, 1% are young adult male, 9% young adult female, 2.3% is two. So you have 2.3% being 25 to. We have a young adult population, but not much, not much. So we need to start a college ministry. This is why the college videos are shorter. So we're going to start a very small young adult ministry, but we're not going to make nothing big out of it because we do not have enough young adults behind these walls. Now, we're just going to assume that those who are 55 and 64 years old are, some of them might include people's kids, because we do believe that people will, and those 18-year-olds, some of them might include people's kids too, like those, some of them might be parents. So, because we don't have kids on here, and there might be an unknown category. So 13 to 17 years, that is a category on here, teenage category. But there are no teenagers registered. People may not register as teenagers because they want to watch inappropriate videos. But if we stick to these statistics, so far we see that we need to create a we need to split up the adult department into 3 categories, into 2 categories as of thus far, because we do not have middle-aged adults here. We have young adults and older adults. So all the adults are going to the older adults, and all the which is just going to be one thing. If we split this department up, we're just not going to have middle age. We might call it something else, but we're not going to be calling the classes pretty soon by age group. We're going to name the classes starting next year. So that's it for the analytics part of this meeting. So, yeah, we're doing very good. BIOS is doing awesome. I am exceedingly proud and grateful for it. But one thing I do want to address is maybe coming up with names for all the classes. And maybe we could come up with a name for classroom. Tuesday, I'm going to do a practice run with this week. So Mondays are going to be pre-youth, every day is God's book of life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Classroom is Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Tuesday, we're thinking of something we can do. We're thinking of something we can do. You can redo something. We can either have a throwback. We are going to reinstate Throwback Thursdays. So what we're going to do is put down the no class day on Thursdays instead of Mondays. So we will have Throwback Thursdays. So classroom is now Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Throwback Thursdays is going to be Thursdays. Now you can either go live and have a memory and teach the old days or teach old style if you really want to go live, or you can rerun an episode if you don't feel like it. Because I feel we all need breaks sometimes. Let's go down a little bit. We have a 130 track. Eventually, this track is going to get full. Eventually. So, what's going to happen when it does get full? Because right now, we have core classes on Thursdays, core specialty Bible study on Thursdays, and then we're going to have the young adults Thursdays 1:30. So it might be full by next year. Who knows? We might have a youth Bible study. So we might have Tuesday youth Bible study, and then Wednesday Wednesday adult Bible study. We might break them up into two categories. So that's what BIOS is also intending to do. Break up into two categories. Saturdays we can only have two classes. But only God knows if we're going to fill up that track too. Now, see, in the future, BIOS is going to have, by the end of March, BIOS is going to have 5 tracks. We are going to have the 9 a.m. track, which is for classroom. We are going to have the 1 p.m. track, which is going to be for something else, which you haven't came up with yet. We're going to have the 4 p.m. track, which is going to be for core classes, and the 4:30, which is going to be for offer services. But what might happen is we're going to do one at 4 and one at 5. So we're going to split them or do one at 5 and one at 6 because, see, all hours of the day seem to be available now just to cater to UK. So we're just going to move them down a little bit. So one at 5, one at 6, and one at 1, and one at 9. So we have 4 classes a day. Or you can just do it back to back and release them. So BIOS will have 4 classes a day, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. So it's going to say 4, 8, 12, 18. So we're going to have 18 classes. And I want each one of them except for classroom. And the reason why we have so many classes is because we just want our curriculum to be finished. Right now, we're adding more adult classes. We already have plenty of youth classes, but this is going to be in our curriculum meeting, which comes tomorrow. So as of now, have a good day and may God bless you.